Hey Alex, so I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of an example of how I post the lessons each day so that you can kind of get an idea. This is probably going to seem like a lot and make no sense at all. So don't worry about it because once we start working together in person, it'll start coming together. It was very overwhelming for me at first, but the more I did it, and got used to it, it was fine. So I usually record all of my lessons on Screencastify. So I'm just going to come over here and click on that, and then you can see all the recordings. Miss Miller's the other first grade teacher, and her and I will like split up. Like I'll do math one week, she may do ELA. But this is where all my lessons are. And when I want to, let's say, kind of copy a lesson down or a recording that I did. So here's an example. I will just go over here and copy the shareable link. We have been having to start publishing it to YouTube and then copying the link from there, but I don't know about that for when we go back. So we'll just kind of see what's going on with that. But we'll copy the shareable link. And then what I'll do next is I will go to my cover slides. So I think I sent you just some examples of all the a weekly cover slide. This week we've just been doing some fun stuff and reading and some math review. So it's nothing too crazy, but what I'll do is I will copy that link and then I will highlight, like for example this, I'll highlight and then add the link to it, and then that hyperlink will pop up so that when the kids click on this page, it will take them right to the warm-up video, the lesson, and the activity. And so it looks like this. Just for an example, for ELA, we do foundations. So I'll show you the Google website Miss Miller and I created. It looks like this. So we'll go in and we will add everything for that day into 4 sections, and each one is a video. And then this last one is the seesaw activity that they will do themselves. And the rest, again, are videos that they will follow along with. And on my end, this is what it looks like for the students, but on my end, it looks like this. So we just go in and we create these 4 little sections, and then we just will um, add the link or take the link away up here, and we can kind of edit it as well. Maybe you're familiar with Google Sites, and then we'll publish it. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this, and then I'll take the link from up here, copy that link, add it in over here. So once all of my links are filled in on my cover sheet for the day, um, that's where I will come in over here and I will just make a copy of this individual slide because this is on Google Slides. And then I will call it, so this would be 1217 cover slide. And then I'll just save it on the file for that week below here. So try and go down towards the bottom here. I'll save it in this file. Let's see. Okay. Doesn't want to do it for me. Let's try it again. All right. And then once we save that, then I'll push OK. And then it will bring up a whole new um, Google slide. And the most important part is that we want to make it shareable. So I'll come over here and see, and I'll just change this to anyone with the link can see it. And then I'll click done. So then that way, before it's set up so that only kids with, like, the U304 login information could do it, but if a parent is trying to access this on their phone, sharing it publicly will allow them to do that as well, and that's totally fine. So now that I've made that shareable for everybody, what I'll do now is I will go this will automatically save in my Google Drive. So now I'm gonna go to, like, my Seesaw account, and this is kind of what it looks like on my end, and I can schedule out activities, and these are the scheduled activities for the rest of this week that I've put in. And these are the activities that I have already went live. So I try to put the Google I'll put this cover slide on first, and then all the activities that are underneath it that need to be turned into Seesaw will be underneath as well. But they can click it here or they can click it below, it doesn't matter. So what I want to do is add for tomorrow's cover slide, and I just call that a daily announcement page. So what I do is I like to go in and just copy the instructions so I don't have to type them all out again. So I just click on one that I've previously done and copy that. And then I go in to create my own. So I'm going to go ahead and title this one 12/17. So we always start with the date and then the daily announcement page. And then here's the instructions. And there's all these little codes that we can add in for visuals and all that jazz. And then I go in and then I'm going to add the multimedia thing. So this will pop up. You can take a picture, you can post a link, a video, a drawing, but I want to post something from my Google Drive. So then I select that below. And then right here is where all my documents will pull up. And here's the cover slide that I want to share. And I'll just select that and it will pop up and this is what the students will see. So once that looks good, then you can click on the green check mark over here and then save it and then it becomes an activity and then you need to assign it. So what I'll do is I'll click assign, click for my whole class. You could have just select students, but this will be for everybody. And then I need to schedule it out so that it pops up visible for students when I want it to. So I'm going to change it to the 17th. And then I always make the cover slide shareable at 7:30. So I'll change that 7:30 a.m. and then that's when it will pop up for the students to see. And I'll just save that information, and then it will allow me to check to see what it looks like for the students, what their looks like. So I'll go to scheduled. So this is for Friday, the 18th. Um, but for the 17th, this will pull up. So the kids will click on that and then here's their math activity and their writing activity, and then this is an intervention that Mrs. Bertelson posted, but it's only assigned for 4 students, so not everybody's gonna see that. But when you go over here and click on that, then you'll wanna click View Original, and the cover slide will pull up, and this is what the students will see, and this is what I'll post in class as well. So all they have to do is, when they're working at home, if they want to start with math first, they click on the warm up and then the warm up video will pop up like this. And then they can watch just click out that for now. And then every time you come to it, you have to click the original to be able to access anything. And then they'll click the lesson, then the activity, and then they'll click on their ELA website and go through those 4 steps like I showed earlier. And then, they'll come and do their PE activity, and then they'll do the read aloud and then a craft. For reading this week, I've just done some fun crafts. So, That's kind of it, and that's how I will post things. Again, I know that was probably a lot, but that was just me kind of, like, working out what goes on in my brain, and all the steps that we have to do post that. And it's a lot, but I just want you to kinda get an idea. I don't expect you to be exactly super knowledgeable on what I just did. Again, it took me a lot of time to get that all figured out down to a science and what to do and and what. So I know that's a lot, but just wanted to give you an idea of the cover sheet and how we post that on Seesaw. So I'm sorry if that was a lot, but there it is.